Hello medicinal plants chemistry students, or Chem 1081. This video is the first of a series of short videos in which you learn about the chemical families in medicinal plants. The goal of this video is to understand the differences between primary and secondary metabolites in plants. Let's first start with definitions. What is metabolism and what are metabolites? Metabolism comprises all chemical transformations that occur in the cell of any organism, whether it's a plant cell or an animal cell. Think about all the reactions that occur in the cell. This includes reactions that break down large molecules into smaller ones, and reactions that assemble the smaller molecules to build large units or larger ones. So all the reactions, the collection of all the reactions that occur inside the cell is called metabolism. Metabolites are molecules that are generated through these chemical reactions. This includes intermediate molecules, meaning molecules that are formed in one reaction and then consumed in the other reaction right away. And it also includes final products of reactions. All of these molecules are called metabolites. Metabolites are molecules that are generated through these metabolic reactions. There are two different categories of metabolites: primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. Primary metabolites are molecules that are absolutely necessary for the life of a plant. They are essential for the growth, development, and reproduction. So plant cells cannot live without these primary metabolites, and because of that, they are found in almost all cells throughout the plant. They are also known as central metabolites. Examples of primary metabolites include carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and nucleic acid. We'll briefly look at the chemical structure of these different types of primary metabolites. Now, as far as we know now, there's not a lot of medicinal benefits or medicinal values of these primary metabolites. There's only one example that we will look at in which carbohydrates do play a medicinal or have a medicinal benefit. We'll focus the major part of this chapter on secondary metabolites, which is the second category of metabolites. Secondary metabolites are molecules that are produced by the organism but are not directly involved in growth, development, or reproduction. So they're not really important for the survival of the plant. However, they do play an important ecological role. Secondary metabolites are important for protection, they can be important for competition and species interaction. So remember that when plants are attacked by a predator, they cannot run away. They cannot also pack up and go live somewhere else. They have to defend themselves. And one of the defense mechanisms that the plants use is to produce compounds or molecules that deter predators. These are secondary metabolites. So when an animal comes and then takes a bite of a plant, it would taste really bad, or it could even be toxic or poisonous to them. They'll never come back. These secondary metabolites play a defense role, right? They defend the plant against predators. They could also help the plant fight some diseases as well. Secondary metabolites are specific to a certain species and are only found in that particular species. Sometimes they even are specific to just one plant, one genus. Examples of secondary metabolites include terpenes, alkaloids, coumarins, phenolic compounds, and tannins. In this chapter, we're going to spend a little bit of time learning about the chemical structure of these different types of secondary metabolites. We'll also see some examples, medicinal plants that has these molecules inside them. And then the rest of the class, we will learn about different plants that has these molecules in them.